In precisely 9 seconds, Donald Trump dropped a $250 million lawsuit onto the table like a gavel designed to shatter the quiet. Yet Jasmine Crockett never flinched. On live national television, she rose, clutching a DNA test, a hush money agreement, and the identity of the daughter he paid to vanish. What secret demands millions to bury it? And why would Jasmine stake everything to voice it aloud? The lights glared harshly, bright enough to wash out lies, sharp enough to slice through them. At Mar-a-Lago's podium, Trump straightened his cuffs with deliberate showmanship. Cameras clicked rapidly, like bursts of shots. He offered no policy, only drama. That morning, Trump announced, his voice deep and low, like a velvet-covered menace, "I have filed a $250 million lawsuit against Representative Jasmine Crockett." He paused, letting the words hang. "She spread a falsehood across the world about me, my family, a daughter who simply does not exist." The gasps in the room weren't born of surprise, they stemmed from eager expectation. Trump surveyed the crowd, his eyes squinting like a man already picturing the headlines. "Consider this a warning," he continued. "No one, regardless of how extreme or how woke, escapes defaming the Trump name." He avoided mentioning her again. No need. Every network, every seat would soon pulse in red. And nationwide, one name was surging in searches: Jasmine Crockett. Thousands of miles away, under the Capitol's marble dome, Jasmine stood behind a mahogany podium, delivering remarks from notes on a housing oversight bill. Her tone remained even, precise, edged with calm resolve. When funds for public housing vanish into shell companies, those who disappear aren't mere statistics, they're mothers, veterans, elders. An aide rushed in through the side door, his stride hesitating briefly, nearly tripping, before pressing on with the intensity of handling something volatile. He placed a neat envelope on Jasmine's desk. Silent, only the seal visible: Southern District of Florida. Legal notice. Marked priority. Jasmine continued without interruption, at first. She flipped a page in her binder, completed her thought, then gradually reached under the desk. The envelope tore open with a faint rip. Within, a white folder, embossed in gold. Trump versus Crockett, civil defamation. $250 million. No flinch, no sharp intake of breath, just a quiet exhale she kept from the microphone. Her thumb pressed once on the folder, as if gauging a blade's heft, before sealing it shut. Representative Jim Jordan, 3 seats over, leaned closer. "All okay, Congresswoman." His words dripped with fake sympathy, hiding obvious delight. Jasmine kept her gaze forward. "Absolutely," she answered. Then, as though the world hadn't tilted, she addressed the committee chair, "I request a change to next week's schedule. Tuesday's session in particular." Jordan's brow creased. "Tuesday, why?" She finally met his eyes. The chamber's murmur dipped noticeably. "Because discovery will be initiated then." Her volume stayed level, yet the atmosphere around her intensified. The room tensed. C-SPAN's indicator light flickered, almost reluctantly. In the rear, a reporter silently mouthed, "What was that?" The folder vanished into Jasmine's briefcase casually, though one camera captured her expression, her eyes especially. They weren't fierce. They weren't wide. They assessed. Outside, the story exploded like an impact. Breaking: Trump sues Jasmine Crockett for $250 million in defamation. Crockett's reply: "Allow the facts to emerge." In the corridor, her press secretary's device flooded with inquiries. Back inside, Jasmine carried on with housing comments, but her words now held a chillier bite, more cutting, like they recognized the discussion had grown beyond shelter and payments. She stood at the brink of something vast. The match had just been passed to her, while the men who doused the area in fuel watched from a gilded hall, convinced he'd laid the snare. He was wrong. What truth compels a billionaire to litigate before a word is even uttered? She didn't linger until the session closed. As soon as her microphone disengaged, Jasmine navigated a side hallway, the envelope concealed under her coat like forbidden goods. No reporters, no staff, just the turmoil in her mind and a hush that echoed like a timer ticking down. 2 levels below, in a locked space labeled Secure Briefing, no electronics permitted, the true chamber awaited. The atmosphere wasn't frigid, yet it seemed so. At the oak table's end sat Representative Ayanna Pressley, composed yet tense. Next to her, Jamie Raskin leaned in, poring over an unfolded legal file. And centrally, poised and incisive, was Gloria. Jasmine placed the Trump suit on the surface. "He bit," she stated. "It's over." Gloria showed no grin. From her briefcase, she withdrew a weightier item, a thick red dossier, edges sealed with tape, one label stamped boldly, Meredith Tiana v. Trump JIC 2214. Ayanna drew closer. "He actually sued." Jasmine confirmed with a nod. "This morning, prior to my first statement." Jamie sighed sharply. "Then he's handed us what he's always denied, discovery." Gloria broke the seal. Contained were fragments of a reality stifled by money, a certified DNA analysis from Atlanta Medical Center, 99.94% probability, 3 executed NDAs, redacted save for one name, Tiana Meredith, a transfer record of $4.22 million funneled via a shell entity to a Georgia woman in Durham. Note: Education Trust. No court case. No parental claim. Merely enforced quiet. Bought disappearance. Ayanna murmured in shock. Jasmine's fingers grazed the DNA sheet's edge, but she left it untouched. Instead, from her bag, she produced a faded envelope. Mailed February 2022. No sender, only unsteady ink, to Congresswoman Crockett. Personal. She opened it, reviewing as she'd done countless times. "You may not know me, but his face is familiar to me. I've known him my whole life, though he never spoke my name. I'm his daughter, yet never legally born." Gloria touched the transfer log. "This suffices to reopen. His suit against you shatters the gag via public interest. The court can't shield both parties now." Jasmine gazed at the image attached to the DNA document, a young woman with hazel eyes, dark waves. Trump's jawline echoed faintly. Tiana Meredith, age 25, the letter's author. The one they attempted to obliterate. Jamie whispered, "Is she prepared to go public?" Jasmine's reply was soft yet firm: "She seeks no vengeance. She seeks her identity restored." Ayanna scanned the group. "Then the true session begins today, not next week." The red dossier snapped shut. Jasmine rose. "He chose the wrong opponent," she declared. "If money interred the truth, can justice revive it?" Dawn hadn't broken, yet Rayburn's exterior streets already thrummed. Spotlights pierced the darkness like questioning rays. Demonstrators flanked both paths, some in red hats, arms up, others with signs bearing Tiana's name in bold marker, "Jasmine is America's daughter." One countered, "Halt the attack." Amid the uproar, a looped clip played Trump's words, "I don't know her." Inside her office, Jasmine Crockett faced the mirror. Not adjusting cosmetics, not scanning for imperfections, just motionless. Her fingers outlined the creased edge of a paper she'd examined repeatedly. The suit's closing section stared back, laced with hubris. Respondent invented a false story causing permanent damage to the Trump heritage. She voiced it once, toneless and icy, then refolded it. Her mirror image held steady. Her lips twisted into a blend of grin and threat. "Then let's test how fiction truly stings." The door opened with a click behind her. Ayanna Pressley entered, eyeing the prep wall plastered with images, chronologies, articles. 10 minutes, she noted. "Cameras are ready." Jasmine acknowledged, seized her case, and glanced finally at the central headline pinned there: "Forgotten Daughter, Whistleblower Alleges Trump DNA Tie." The hallway beyond was a conduit of pressure. Each step reverberated excessively. Aides matched her stride, murmuring timetables, press plans, escapes. Irrelevant. By the ground level, journalists formed a dense barrier. Bursts of light flared. Microphones thrust forward aggressively. A Newsmax voice yelled, "Prepared to end your career over an unknown girl." Another, "Congresswoman, exploiting a phony daughter for politics." Jasmine offered no reply. She moved through the clamor as if she'd calculated the cost and deemed the blaze worthwhile. Upstairs, the oversight room gleamed, polished like a theater set. Seats arranged, documents piled, and centrally, her reserved spot with nameplate steady. She took it decisively, extracted the red file, Tiana's, and set it before her like armor. A murmur crossed the dais. An aide whispered to another, "She's actually proceeding. Bringing the daughter." The reply was absent. He merely gazed at the entrance and gulped. Outside, chants escalated. Accusations of deceit mingled with cries of heroism. Jasmine ignored it all. Her palm lay on the sealed packet holding the DNA proof. No need to convince them, yet. But soon. She fixed her stare on the vacant witness seat, the one destined to fracture the space. Then she murmured, not inwardly, but to the girl awaiting 25 years for acknowledgement, "I've got you." What risks would you take to advocate for one silenced 2.5 decades? The space was compact, without windows, engineered for silence. Yet to Tiana Meredith, it rang louder than the external crowds. The quiet's drone echoed in her ears, surpassing protests, dangers, 25 years of denial. She faced Jasmine Crockett, gripping a creased notebook sheet so firmly her knuckles paled. She'd drafted the letter years prior, unsent, unspoken. But Jasmine urged her to voice it now, in her words. Tiana opened the paper deliberately. Her hands shook. Her breathing hitched, then stabilized. Gaze down, she started. Dear Mr. Trump. You won't recall me, but your memory lingers for me. Age 12, in Mar-a-Lago's hall beside my mother, clutching a Shirley Temple, hoping not to spill. You passed, eyed me, and told her, she's got my nose. She chuckled. I wept. She'd revealed your identity the previous night, and you uttered it jokingly. Jasmine stayed silent, unwavering. She observed Tiana's mouth form words, deliberate yet assured. Each one peeled away layers of buried quiet. You never held me, never named me, but you noticed. You noticed, and turned away. Tiana refolded the sheet. Tremors persisted in her hands. Jasmine extended hers, softly enveloping them. Invisibility ends now, she said. Not theatrical, serene. Granting leave. Tiana's tone fractured. It's beyond neglect. It's erasure. From her bag, she drew a worn photo, edges curled, colors faded. A blurry capture, her on Florida marble stairs. Behind, partially visible, Trump, unmistakable. Jasmine examined it, nodded. Location. Mar-a-Lago, Tiana breathed. Post-New Year's 2011, 2 days. Mom claimed staff we visited her associate. No queries. Jasmine noted the captured look on young Tiana, poised between hope and hurt. A child yearning visibility. A man feigning blindness. I preserved it, Tiana said, to prove I hadn't invented it. Jasmine creased it gently, safeguarding. You invented nothing. He did. Silence stretched long. Then Jasmine advanced the binder, presenting the DNA sheet. Tiana eyed it briefly, averted. He knew always, she stated. Jasmine agreed. Soon the world will. Beyond the door, setups for cameras proceeded. Reporters honed queries. Lawmakers plotted. Within, merely 2 women, one finding her voice, the other ensuring it endured. Ready? Jasmine asked gently. Tiana fixed on the exit. Shoulders lifted, dropped, like shedding unissued approvals from youth. Ready since 12. How do you declare existence when the mightiest refutes you? She'd known the figures, the millions, timelines, terms. Yet revisiting them made Tiana recoil as if fresh. Same space. Jasmine's delivery unchanged. But the document now bore an intensity Tiana hadn't fully embraced. Not gossip, legal binding. Jasmine turned to page 4, crease intact from age. No haste. No easing. She recited precisely, Clause 6.2. Paternity results sealed forever. Acknowledgement of parentage banned, with civil penalty. Any disclosure attempt, verbal, media, records, nullifies pact. Signed, Donald J. Trump. Witnessed, Melania Trump. Tiana fixated on the script as if it could fade, but it endured. Ink, purpose, quiet. Mom said for my security, she murmured. Sign, and worries end, education, health, all. Her tone wavered. But what security builds on denying your name? Jasmine shut the file softly, as if it could harm if exposed. She agreed from duress, dread. Not truth, a deal. Tiana's fists tightened. He compensated to delete me. Not hushed now. Paid to delete his child. The room's air rarefied. Jasmine allowed the pause, silence often surpassed comfort. He viewed my face, Tiana added, eyes moist. Viewed it, then inked anyway. Jasmine rose, retrieved from a cabinet the initial envelope, 2018 postmark, Trump.org legal sender, gold seal, confidential stamped. She set it beside the file. Your mother's retained copy. Original NDA, DNA, receipts, all sealed in Georgia, cited national security. Tiana stared. National security? Jasmine confirmed. Their rationale, for hidden deals, shut trials, muted voices. Tiana glanced at her palms. So I'm a threat nationally. Jasmine drew near. A threat to his souled image, the consequence-free one, without unwanted daughters. Tiana's words broke. Am I real still? Jasmine responded not verbally. She aligned the NDA with the DNA, pushed both to Tiana, like trial proofs. You were always real. They prayed no one bold would microphone it. External clamor merged into roar. Internally, one truth stood, irrefutably recorded. What form does justice take when existence was purchased and interred? Air stayed stagnant post-clause reading, as if breath awaited Tiana's move. She remained still, fists clenched, jaw tight, like bearing beyond rage. Jasmine observed, no nudge, no sway, just patience. Certain choices demand pain-earned resolve. Tiana raised her gaze, keen. I wish to testify now, she declared, steady beneath the shake. Not solely for myself, for others denied chance, who inked unreadable terms, lacked counsel, believed quiet survival. Jasmine's face tensed, from wisdom, not doubt. Media will excavate, distort, splash images, monetize agony. Tiana held firm. Attempt it. She advanced, tone surging. Silence too extended. Erased pre-existence. No more power to him. Ayana, tableside, nodded gravely. Plan then, not fury. Tactics. Jamie Raskin arrived hallway-borne, file in arm, informed. 3 phases, direct. 1. Public oversight. Jasmine directs, measured queries, total openness. 2. Tiana's live statement. 5 minutes, uncut, broad broadcast. Gloria handles timing. 3. Sealed submissions to DOJ. Records, NDA, DNA. Entered, suppression proof. Permanent record. Tiana surveyed. No longer buried, she emerged. My letter, I want it read in session, microphone, she said. Jasmine nodded minimally. Sign your name atop. World sees. Tiana grasped the paper. No pause. In clear capitals, Tiana Meredith. Below, daughter testifying. Outside Capitol, media swarmed blood-scented. Suit news dominated channels. Inside, truth sharpened into testimony brewed. Jasmine eyed her, proud, resolute. Not mere witness, you're the quake they deemed impossible. Tiana nodded deliberate. Collapse it all. What unfolds when a lost daughter enters Congress, nothing remaining to forfeit. The oversight space wasn't meant for such strain, built for standard sessions, gradual queries, staged fury. Yet today, it throbbed like a tribunal pre-verdict. C-SPAN lights glowed red. Journalists poised, pads ignored. Trump's name revisited Congress, not defending, but exposed. Doors groaned ajar. Donald J. Trump entered owning the space. Navy suit, pointed tie, chin high with trained disdain only long authority breeds. Trailing, 2 costly lawyers, suits dark, gazes vacant. One bore leather case. The other, media-sanctioned blankness. Trump delayed seating. He appraised like reclaiming ground. His look skimmed legislators, aides, lingered momentarily on Jasmine Crockett. She stayed immobile. Eyes locked unflinching, unyielding. Chairwoman cleared throat. We convene this special session under privilege. Congresswoman Crockett, you seek civilian witness introduction. Jasmine stood gradual, serene, mastered. Yes, Chair, a civilian tied directly to suit matter, denied testimony and existence 25 years. Trump muttered scoff. Circus incoming. Jasmine ignored. She signaled doors once. They parted, room breathed out. Tiana Meredith advanced. Dark blazer, pale shirt, bare adornment, no script. Solely herself, solely fact. Quiet broke to whispers, shudder bursts, stunned drops. Staff halted. Others grabbed devices. Even control room C-SPAN tech whispered, God, it's real. Trump's mouth twisted. Not her, low. Not anybody. But Jasmine's words sliced murmurs blade-like, your legacy, sir. They struck verdict final. Tiana proceeded chin elevated, steps firm. Ignored left-right glances, camera zooms, Trump's team urgent huddles. She claimed witness spot, hands desk placed, committee direct gaze. Trump whispered lawyer, object. Stunt. Yet Jasmine preempted. Chair, all ID verification submitted sealed, including certified DNA. Record notes Mr. Trump's protest targets presence, not proof. Chairwoman nodded. Continue. Tiana breathed once, resetting for a head. Jasmine offered look, not command, not force, just allowance. Trump's jaw spasmed. Posture faltered first time. Millions spent entombing history, now it entered, named. What if your quiet birthed the voice undoing you? Chamber illumination intensified, anticipating ignition. Jasmine kept volume down, no requirement for height. She opened desk red folder precisely, drawing every gaze to motion. Pages steady. Paper truthful, figures inked undeniable. She recited measured, each term crisp, intentional. Paternity report. Sample A to B, probability 99.94%. Murmur rippled benches leaf-like. Tiana unmoving. Trump reclined minor, jaw tension betraying. Lawyer noted frantically, but Jasmine proceeded. She advanced page. Transfer record, ongoing. March 14, 2018. $4.22 million. Source, TML Strategic Holdings LLC, Trump org linked shell. Recipient, Maria Meredith, Tiana's mother. Memo, educational aid. Trump's digits drummed once, then firmer. Immaterial, low. Jasmine disregarded. She raised next, larger scan, bold text, known blue signature. This non-disclosure, executed by Maria Meredith, enforcing quiet via forfeit penalty. And here, she projected emphasis, critical, witness line. Screen enlarged, MT initials. Melania Trump. Room iced. Cameras hesitated, stunned operators. Mic hum audible. Rear reporter breathed, impossible. Trump's palm struck table, shot like crack through quiet. I don't know that woman, he growled. Chairwoman glanced. Mr. Trump, unrecognized. I don't know her, louder, finger shaking at Tiana. Setup. Deep state nonsense. Jasmine unmoved. Folder raised dual-handed, tone low, constant, deadly, then account for your wife's transaction acknowledgement, her initials unpacked, funds from your shell, DNA truth, even if you lie. Trump's mouth parted. Silence. Tiana silent. Her being outshone denial. Room altered, not location, ethics. Even Trump defenders appeared weary, muted, like hearing ancient fracture. Jasmine closed folder, clasp sharp. Record reflects every term, dollar, blood drop here directs one irrefutable fact. Trump glared, enraged, trapped, perspiring under glare. When authority panics, which truths howl? Post-closure quiet wasn't ease, it was breach. Something ruptured, not audibly, certainty. Several GOP rose wordless, exited, heels marble clicking like withdrawn judgments. Others clustered, rapid low murmurs, palms over mouths, as if hushed denial retained force. Jamie Raskin advanced, gaze keen, edge beyond rules, chair, given evidence, sealed finances, paternity confirmation, committee demands DOJ attendance. Now. No interruption dared, complicity odor thickened absent. Katie Porter acted. Legal pad drawn, timeline sketched markers, red transfers, blue filings, black Melania script. Circling hush date matching First Lady Palm Beach flight, muttered low, Federal Craft Day post-close. No mirth, not press, felt beyond scandal, history imploding. Throughout, Tiana stationary witness throne like. Back straight, hands level, breath regular. No tears. No pleas. Awaited room deem her actual. Chairwoman yielded floor, she addressed scriptless, not revenge-seeking, Tiana voiced even, soft, magnetic. Here since hearing this man falsify himself while I couldn't publicly name mine. She eyed Trump, not fury, not dread, worse, lucidity. Not mere abandonment. Suing my sole defender. Tone split final word, not waver, raw uncontainable truth. Pause, quiver lips, single tear wiped. Chamber halted. That phrase, keen, bare, mortal, lingered stone-etched. Trump mute. Counsel breathless. Jasmine observed proud, steady. Witness needn't yell to ignite order, just endure unblinking. External chants ceased. Devices alerted quote real-time viral, he sued my sole defender. No counter, no twist, truth striking marble, resounding beyond authority. How counter one-armed solely truth? Room unrecovered, from Tiana's words, lingering void. Just as chamber believed peak reached, Jasmine rose, addressed firmer, Chair, I seek approval second civilian, former First Lady office staff. Phrase rippled chamber backbone. Trump straightened. Lawyer frantic murmur. Jasmine signaled gallery once. Threshold crossed, woman suited dark, tall, elegant, Washington known, Martina. Once styled First Ladies' dinners, summits, post-issue images. Now, not style. Testimony. Martina swore calmly. No shake, just measured breath. Jasmine passed photo, non-public. Martina viewed, nodded, table placed gentle. With First Lady, start. May 2022, accessory review event skipped. Trained restraint voice, now precise sufficiency. Distracted, fixated jewelry case. Silent. Unseated. Jasmine gentle prompt, case contents. Martina brief pause, softer reply, child bracelet. Gold. Small. Engraved custom. And inscription. Martina, the girl you'll never know. Forgive us. Collective inhale slow blast. Trump paled. Searched committee escape like. Jasmine advanced. First Lady inscription explanation. None needed, Martina. Held, wept. No cosmetics, mirrors, tears. Whispered, it's done. Knew without ask. Jasmine projected NDA scan, MT highlight. Her initials. Martina nod. Melania inked quiet, deliberate, no pause, tears flowing. Bracelet her regret. She faced chamber. She knew throughout. Trump surged near standing, lies. Invention. Martina unflinching. Why possess case still? Whispers swirled, Jasmine poised, truth uncoiling gradual, not anger, recollection burden. Martina drew velvet pouch purse, mic adjacent placed. Bracelet shone, gold-etched name, Tiana. Beneath, unspoken Trump public word. Daughter. If she inked quiet, akin approval. Bracelet shone, Jasmine uninterrupted. Opened Exhibit D folder, drew pristine heavy photo. Projector walked like relic reveal. Image wall lit, room pivoted. There, Donald J. Trump, moment never expected daylight. Against Mar-a-Lago polished bar, tie slack, glass held, beside, 10-year-old girl, curls, broad eyes, stance premature adult. His hand backrested, subtle unmistakable. She appeared half elated, half lost. He, already post-memory. Murmurs burst. Young aide pen dropped. Chairwoman glasses adjusted twice, as clearer vision might erase. Trump jerked seat. Forged, sharp. Different person. Edited. Jasmine ignored him. Photo reversed hand, red rear handwritten, stiff slant, recognizable, to my friend's daughter.